the Braves have lost 2 weeks in a row, and I feel like my message is not getting through to you guys.
I'm sorry,
so I'm going to turn to an expert, UNF basketball coach, Matt Jordan. Matty, hope you can do something with these guys.
I think, seriously, come on a little closer. I think a couple things we need to really focus on, seriously, is one thing we always talk about at UNF is do what you do and be who you are. And I think sometimes when the lights come on, when the cameras come on, we don't quite understand that particular phase. But when we do, and we stay within ourselves, and we know where our strengths and weaknesses are, and you play to your strengths, and you allow your weaknesses to be who they are, when you do that, it's amazing what can happen and what can transform your team, because you're doing your part, everybody's doing, instead of trying to carry or piggyback or do all those, let's just do what we do, let's just be who we are, and let's just come at this thing as a team and as a group. And at the end of the day, we'll let the chips fall where they may.
Wow.
Let's go!
Get ready to flex your sports muscles with the most exciting new game show on the planet, Beat the Brains, where regular ordinary sports junkies like you get to test their sports knowledge against the masters of the sports universe, the Brains. So buckle in, folks. From the Best Bet Studios, it's time to beat the Brains. Here's your host, Jeff Prosser.
Nothing like a standing ovation. Thanks so much for everyone joining us here. It is Beat the Brains, and tonight I promise a very energetic version of the program, as we are joined by a guest brain and by a team from UNF basketball who will try and do what has now happened 2 shows in a row. Try and beat the Brains. So first, let me introduce you to our Brains this week, and we will start with a guy who has to work with me every morning. He should get hazard pay. He's Beef. Beef, how are you doing today?
Looking down this streak, Jeff.
Yeah, well, if anyone can do it, we have Matty Driscoll, head basketball coach, UNF.
Absolutely.
You're like a caffeine pill. I mean, so I know you're ready to go. Well, Hacker's not taking it well. You ready to rebound, my man?
It's been a long 14 days. We called in the big guns this week. UNF alum, absolutely. There's no question.
I know my man Cole Pepper knows a lot of sports. Cole, good to see you here tonight.
Good to be here. I kind of feel like I was brought in like it's a September trade for the postseason run.
A roster pickup. Now, let me introduce you to our challengers today. We'll start with Bobby Kennan, who is basketball associate coach. So you work with Coach Driscoll, and you ready to bring it today?
Absolutely. Speaking about ringers, he told us the whole time we were playing together, and on the way over here, he says, hey, by the way, I'm playing against you. Coach likes to win. I don't know what that's saying about us, but he kind of jumped on us.
All right, good. I like it. Well, Bruce Evans is a Hall of Famer. Congratulations, right?
Thank you.
Recently into Furman Hall of Fame, where you scored, over 1,700 points in your career.
I was very fortunate.
You look like you could drop a few buckets in.
Maybe.
My man Stephen Perkins.
Oh, yeah.
Is that 42, Coach, or 4.2?
42, baby.
42-inch vert, huh?
Yeah.
Man,
Once
you're
upon a
picking
time.
up pennies off the backboard with that.
Almost
that kind of
quite.
lead.
Yeah, it was nice.
Good for you. We'll hear more from you later. And Ian Gibson, we remember as a player at UNF, and now on staff over there, won a basketball state title, right?
Yes, sir.
In high school.
Yep.
All right, well, good. The stage is set. And just to make things more interesting, our friends at Human are excited to put up $1,000 to the charity of choice for today's winning team. So the Brains will be playing for the MS Society. And the challengers will be playing for Operation New Uniform, a nonprofit helping veterans transition into the workforce. So that's terrific. Just one more reason for you guys today to try and beat the Brains. Here's how the game works. We will start with a face-off. That'll get us into a team category. 4 questions worth 50, 100, 150, and 200. You hold the category as long as you get the answer right, but if you miss, we'll have a chance to steal and hold on to the category if you get the question right. But we'll start it with a face-off. So I need our captains. I need Bobby, and I need Beef. For control of the board. First one to buzz in. I will stop reading the question when you buzz, cheater. All right, you ready?
Got to know the host.
In the first 2 games of this NFL regular season, how many touchdowns did Kansas City quarterback Patrick answer?
6.
Incorrect. Beef for steal. How many? How many touchdowns? You can confer with your team. How many touchdowns did Kansas City quarterback Patrick Mahomes throw in the first 2 weeks?
I'll lean towards Cole Pepper. He says 10.
Good to have a Chiefs fan. It is 10.
Yeah.
So the Brains
I thought it was 9.
take control of the board. Now we have 4 categories for you to choose from. Think about it. Pick one that you think you're going to get right, and we're off to the races. Yeah, that's important. One that you'll get right. Our categories: Talkin' Duval, Behind the Suits, Off to the Races, and Hoopapalooza.
Oh, I wonder.
I mean,
Oh, yeah, whatever.
I mean, you've got Driscoll.
We brought a ringer, so we'll go Hoopapalooza.
All right, Hoopapalooza it is. These questions are about, you guessed it, basketball, right? All right. Be sure to pay attention to the questions. You do get a chance to steal if they miss one. All right, first question worth 50 points. Where did Duke star Grayson Allen play high school ball, and who drafted him in the NBA?
He played his high school ball at Providence, and he was drafted by the Utah Jazz.
That is correct. 50 points right off the bat to the Brains. That's why
We
we're the
offered him
Brains.
in 8th grade.
You got to be. I did.
So, yeah, we knew.
All right, question number 2, worth 100. Who is the top player in rebounds per game in the history of NCAA Division I basketball?
is that artist? Rebounds per game? Could be Will, too. We talked about Connell Simmons had a lot, but he played 4 years.
Okay.
All right.
We're going to go with Artis Gilmore.
You know, you almost talked yourself out of it. The answer is Artis Gilmore. Congratulations.
Yeah, I almost talked him out. You can say that. Yeah, you can go ahead and throw me under the bus.
Coach had a lot of good
Coach
options.
Matt Driscoll blew it. No, I didn't. All right, you ready?
That's
Here
what
we go.
everybody says when we lose.
All right, this game, by the way, is a Bubba Burger question. So the team that gets it correct is going home with Bubba Burgers because you'll never bite a burger better than a Bubba. All right, here we go. Name, this is unfair. This is one of Coach's favorite people in the whole world. Name the leading scorer on the 2015 UNF basketball team.
Coach?
That would be the guy that ended up being the leading scorer in Division I history in the state of Florida. That'd be Dallas.
That would be Dallas Moore. And what a
There we
player
go.
he was, and what a season you guys had. I want to
That
talk
was
about that
unfair.
a little bit later. Man, I think we all enjoyed that 2015 season at UNF so
We can
much.
enjoy more, too.
All right, well, I like it. Here we go. Final question and the clean sweep of the category. What exciting rookie surprised everyone by winning the 1991 Slam Dunk Championship and then went on to make the all-rookie team?
91?
1991.
91 Spud?
No, he was 86. Is that D?
D. Brown.
He's a Jacksonville guy.
That would make sense.
He's a Jacksonville guy. Yeah, I would go D. Brown.
We're not 100% sure, but we're going to go with D. Brown.
D. Brown is correct.
There we go. Clean sweep.
Yeah,
There you
from
go.
Jacksonville. There we go. Another Jackson. Now, hey, that's a clean sweep for the Brains, but never fear.
the Bubba Burgers,
You'll
right?
have a
Do we
chance
get
in
burgers?
round number 2. You
We
will
like
also
Kings.
get the Bubba Burgers.
What are you talking?
A man loves to eat. Round 1 is in the books, and the Brains are off to a quick start. Do our basketball brethren have what it takes to make a charge? We'll find out when we return. You're watching Beat the Brains on CW17.
From the Best Bet Studios, Beat the Brains is brought to you by Best Bet, featuring poker, simulcast, and racing in Jacksonville and Orange Park. And by the Murray Automotive Superstores in Stark and Kingsland, Georgia. Jumpin' Jack's House of Food, your favorite neighborhood eating spot, and the Carefree Boat Club, boating without owning. It's about time. From the Best Bet Studios, this segment of Beat the Brains is brought to you by Jumpin' Jack's House of Food, your favorite neighborhood eating spot.
Welcome back to Beat the Brains, where the Brains have been just that right out of the gates. They win round 1, 500 points to nothing. And welcome back to our Best Bet studio, our home for Beat the Brains all season long. And if this were a jump ball right now, I don't think it'd be a fair fight, Coach.
Oh, no.
Let
Let it be a jump ball.
We got Matt Driscoll.
Sorry, kick him in the knees.
And this is the UNF team that they brought along today. And we have the recent Hall of Famer Bruce Evans, who is going to go now head-to-head. Are you ready for this face-off question? Here we go. The 2 official mascots of the FSU Seminoles are Osceola and his horse. What is the name of the horse?
What's the name of his horse? Silver.
Away. Io. No, wrong.
Tonto.
You get it. Y'all get it. Y'all get it.
Tonto.
I have no clue.
I thought they were allowed to help me.
I have no clue.
Only if
These
they
are Cole's
steal.
assistants. I'm the head coach.
Any clue?
Any glue? The horse was made to glue. What did you say, glue?
Obviously, there's no Florida State fans over here. If there is, they don't know. We have no idea. We're going to say Chief.
Okay, Chief is incorrect. Now the Brains.
Can we help him?
Can help.
Oh, it's
yes.
Renegade.
It's Renegade is correct. So
I'm going to go with Renegade.
All right, very good, Coach.
Good job, Coach.
Good job.
Who is Renegade?
Who is Renegade? Renegade
it.
is correct. Do not have to ask in the form of a question, but we'll accept it nonetheless.
Tell me which one you
All
want.
right, let's go to the categories. There are 3 of the 4 left. 500 to nothing already with a big lead. So here is what you got. Talking Duval, Off to the Races, or Behind the Suits.
Can I ask them?
Yes, you can.
I
like you've kind of got this thing down now.
Local. So let's go. Do you want to go Talking Duval? Let's go local. Let's do.
Let's go Talking Duval. All
right. So we're talking Duval. We've got questions coming. You guys pay attention. You have a chance to steal if they get one wrong. You don't have to do that. If you want to. You want to hit it again?
No.
You can talk to us now. You can talk to us.
I feel like I'm at Toys R Us all of a sudden. All right, we ready to go?
Is there any Dunkin' Donuts?
This is Talking Duval. This is Jags trivia from this season and last. A former NFL wide receiver for 17 years. Who is the current Jaguars wide receivers coach?
Keenan McCardell.
Who is Keenan McCardell?
Yeah, he's a receivers coach for the Jaguars. Actually. That's correct. So that's another 50.
There we go.
All right, here we go. By the way, this is the Jumpin' Jacks question from the Jumpin' Jacks House of Food. If you get this correct, you're going to get dinner for 4. You're going to enjoy your favorite neighborhood foods right there at Jumpin' Jacks House of Food.
Let's get this,
I
Coach.
that.
I like
I
food.
like to eat. Look, I got his attention, don't I?
Let's go.
All right, here we go. What 2 Jaguars each scored a touchdown in the Jacksonville victory over the Giants in the opening game of the 2018 regular season? Who scored the 2 touchdowns in the season opener?
TJ Yeldon and Miles Jack.
Who's this for again? What's the award we win?
You're going to jump in Jack's House of Food.
Miles Jack!
Yes.
Right? And
Yeah.
TJ Yeldon!
That's correct.
Jumpin' Jack! Yes, sir! Yeah!
So you guys, you work with him every day, huh?
We do.
Is it like this? Or?
Yeah, all the time.
All day long, every day?
Yeah.
Never gets much?
No.
No? Good? Yeah.
That's good.
All right, here we go. Question 3. What was the final score when the Jags beat the Steelers by 3 points in last year's playoffs? What was the final score of that game?
Coach Evans, I'm sorry. 45-42.
45-42
And I'm from
is.
Pittsburgh.
That's correct.
And Coach loves the Steelers.
There you go.
Well, you got to.
We love the Steelers,
right?
too.
We're in Jacksonville. I know you are.
I'm just giving you the score.
I hear you. I'm just getting the rundown from you. The lowdown, as it were.
Lowdown.
What kind of team you gonna have this year? Good.
Yeah, we're really talented. We're
Yeah.
no seniors. We got a lot of experience back. 6 double-digit scores.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you think you'll beat anyone 800 to nothing? Because that's the score right now. Maybe.
Well,
All right, here it is, the 4th and final question. In the Jags-Seahawks game on December 10th, 2017, a brawl broke out on the field, resulting in the ejection of which 2 Seahawks, with one of them trying to climb into the stands after fans when leaving the field. Now, that player that tried to climb in the stands is going to be the harder one to come up.
how many answers do you need?
I need the 2 players who were ejected during that brawl in Jacksonville.
Who climbed in the stands?
Quentin Jefferson did. Sheldon Richardson, Quentin Jefferson. Jefferson went in the stands.
Sheldon Richardson, Quentin Jefferson, and Jefferson went in the stands.
That's incorrect. I'm sorry. So a chance to steal.
It is Sheldon.
I don't know.
Yeah, try that.
All right, we need a chance to steal.
There's 2 guys, right?
Yeah.
Michael Bennett
Yep.
and Sheldon Richards.
You guys split it. The answer is Michael Bennett and Quentin Jefferson.
So we won.
Well, no one won. Yeah.
Oh, I thought we get it by default.
Change the rules. Change the rules.
Yeah. Listen, let me tell you though, before you get down,
I'm not down.
you lead after 2 rounds, so you do win the bonus.
Oh, good.
So they're bringing that
We got the
over.
Bonos, baby.
That's all that matters.
Bonos. Where's it at?
As we go to break, we will feed these guys.
Yeah. There we go.
There's no caffeine in that, right, ma'am? Okay, all right, good.
Man, that smells so good.
Let's do that. As we close out round 2, it is a Bono's timeout.
planted
The
in
delicious barbecue. It's 800 to nothing, but don't fear, the 2-minute drill is coming up next, and it's a chance to make up points quick. This is Beat the Brains.
So you're saying there's a change.
That's so fat, Cobra. Not so fat.
Jumpin' Jack's House of Food is Jacksonville's best fast casual restaurant. We have awesome food, use quality ingredients, all in an easygoing environment. There's food for every taste bud, so come hungry for amazing pizzas, salads, wraps, burgers, chicken sandwiches, and incredible desserts. Come experience Jumpin' Jack's House of Food on San Jose and Mandarin, and our new location coming soon in the Atlantic Village, Atlantic Beach. Jumpin' Jack's House of Food, we aim to be your great neighbor. Coming to you from the Best Bet Studios, this segment of Beat the Brains is brought to you by the Murray Automotive Superstores in Stark and Kingsland, Georgia.
All right, welcome back to round 3 of Beat the Brains. We do have a judge's correction from our last round. Hacker, what was the answer to the 2?
It was Sheldon Richardson, Quentin Jefferson.
That's correct, and that was the correct answer, so we've added 200 points, and the Brains now lead 1,000 to nothing. But plenty of time to come back because we're headed to the Shazam 2-minute drill. Rapid-fire questions, 100 points each the first time through. 200 points each the second time through. So a lot of scoring still to be done here. And it's brought to you by ShazamAuto.com and the Murray Automotive Superstore. So I'll ask each of you.
Come on, Steve.
Let's go,
Brains.
No mercy, Hack.
And we're playing the 2-minute drill. What American golfer won both the U.S. Open and the PGA this year?
Brooks Koepka.
Brooks Koepka is correct.
Yeah, right, Hack.
There you go, Hack.
There you go.
Up next, it's Culpepper, Ian Gibson, and here is your question. As of September 21st, who is the starting quarterback of the Phoenix Cardinals, or Arizona Cardinals, I should say?
Josh Rosen.
That's incorrect.
21st.
Time.
Matt Leinart.
No, it's Bradford. Bradford is tricky. He tricked you. That was
Not long ago.
Bradford.
Okay.
Yeah.
Neil Lomax.
Yeah. You know what? Listen, we got Bobby and we got Beef, and we have question number 3. Who was the Jaguars' second-round pick in the 2018 NFL? Beef
DJ Chark.
is correct.
Nailed it. There you go.
Another 100 for the Braves.
Yes, sir.
All right. You've been dying to get back up here. What do you got?
Jaguars question.
Steelers. Let's see the Steelers.
All right, here we go. What Jacksonville sports team's 2-word nickname is an oxymoron? Yes.
Iceman.
No.
Jumbo shrimp.
Jumbo shrimp. Talk about overboard. Hey, challengers, they can run it, but if you sweep this category here, you're right back in it. So these are the 200-point questions.
You know, you're a good pep talker.
On the 2-minute drill. Thank you. We just each do our job, Coach, and we'll be fine.
Do what you do, be who you are.
While in the minors in 2007, what current LA Dodgers pitcher was promoted to the
Clayton Kershaw.
Is correct.
Yeah. There you go.
Coach, you needed that one.
To continue the question, was promoted to Double-A Jacksonville Suns and had a here's something people might not know. Apparently, the only place he couldn't win. 1-2 in 5 starts. Here we go. New York Jets quarterback Ryan Fitzpatrick played college football at
Harvard.
Harvard is correct.
Not the New York Jets quarterback.
Not anymore. Former New York Jets quarterback.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm just reading questions here. Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. B started resetting things.
No,
here.
that's
You got the
he's right.
question
We need
already,
it. Yeah,
too.
we need it.
I'm here for Bud, baby.
He's been here a while. He knows we got to reset the buzzer. Yeah, former Jets quarterback, currently, of course, Fitzmagic with the Tampa Bay Bucks. Good catch, man.
That's
We
a
need some
breathtaking
managers
beard,
around
by the way.
All right, here we go. Now known by what name, the Alabama International Motor Speedway held its first race in September 1960. Go ahead, Beef.
Talladega?
Talladega's
Yeah.
correct.
Nailed it. Your beef. I want to go fast, Daddy.
What Bowles grad is an 8-time NCAA individual national swimming champion? Yes.
He wrote his thing up when he was in kindergarten, and he gave it to his teacher. And he was one of them dudes who was part of it. It's not Michael Phelps. It's his teacher had the thing. They showed it on the TV. I can't remember.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. I wish
But
I could-
no, didn't he write it for his kindergarten teacher? He wrote it like he
That's
was
great.
young.
Yeah, it's very nice. It's
Don't
a,
I get points for that?
it's a great story, except for the name. Any idea?
Spitzer.
No, that's incorrect. The answer is Ryan Murphy.
That's close. No, Ryan Murphy plays baseball for the Cubs.
No, that's Daniel Murphy.
Oh.
Listen, you're a guest brain here, Coach. Okay?
Hey, we're winning.
This misinformation.
Hey, we're winning. We're winning. We're winning.
Throw the dust over here.
All right, it is a 1,600 to 300. We will take our final break and get a sushi timeout. Coach, you want to get your ahead again? You get more food.
Where's the sushi?
More food for me.
Yep.
Let's go. From the Best Bet Sushi Room, by the way, which is just fantastic. So if you ever come join us here at the Best Bet, be sure
You want to dive in there head first, Coach?
the sushi. Man, if they could eat that with their eyes, it'd be long gone. This is Beat the Brains, and we're back for our final segment next here on CW7.
Jumpin' Jack's House of Food is Jacksonville's best fast casual restaurant. We have awesome food, use quality ingredients, all in an easygoing environment. There's food for every taste bud, so come hungry for amazing pizzas, salads, wraps, burgers, chicken sandwiches, and incredible desserts. Come experience Jumpin' Jack's House of Food on San Jose and Mandarin, and our new location coming soon in the Atlantic Village, Atlantic Beach. Jumpin' Jack's House of Food, we aim to be your great neighbor. Beat the Brains continues now from the Best Bet Studios. This segment of the show is brought to you by the Carefree Boat Club. Boating without owning. It's about time.
All right, welcome back to the Best Bet Studio, our home for Beat the Brains. And today the Brains have got a little bit of vindication as they've jumped out to a big lead at 1,600 to 300. But it's not as if you're not playing for anything. Our finish line question is brought to you by the Carefree Boat Club. So if you answer your finish line question correctly, you are going to get a half-day charter that comes complete with the boat and the captain. Well, I will say this, because there is a catch. If both teams get it right, sorry, Brains tie always goes to the challenger. So get this right, and you got the boat ride. And so before we get to the question in the break, we had each team wager, I'm assuming with 300.
Betting the whole
We're going 300. So yeah, perfect. And you guys have a big lead. Are you just going to play nice, or are you going to try and wallop them?
We're going to go for the wallop. And we have good mathematicians. So we're going to go with $9.99.
Okay, get you to 601 if you miss.
You got it.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah. That's dirty, isn't it? All right, here we go.
We're just doing it right, that's all.
This is your finish line question. And you better have some Jacksonville knowledge. All right, since 1964, Jacksonville has been home to 6 pro hockey teams. Name 4 of any of the 6 team names that they've had. These franchises have had 6 different nicknames. There have been 6 nicknames when it comes to Jacksonville professional hockey. We just need you to name
Spelling matter?
4. Probably not. No, I'll get the gist.
Let's go with pronunciation.
Just a reminder, by the way, that all of the trivia questions provided to Beat the Brains come courtesy of the great folks at Trivia Nation. You can find one of their many weekly shows around Jacksonville or at TriviaNation.com. So it's a time to get your think on, and if you're enjoying what you're watching tonight, I think get out with some friends and have fun during the week as well.
I wanted to make sure our math was right on that in case we missed this.
Jacksonville actually has a pretty rich pro hockey history. Been playing pro hockey here for over 50 years at one level or the other. The NHL exhibitions that have come here have always sold out. Not an easy question. All right, time is up. I'm asking, put down your pens. All right. Finish your final. Well, you only got 3 anyway.
It doesn't matter.
All right, this will be fun. I like this. We'll start with our challengers from UNF. First, thanks guys for coming out. We appreciate it. The Ospreys, yeah, not right at all. Let me see your answer. They've gone with the Iceman. That is correct. The Rivermen, maybe some faction of the Civil War. The Solar Bears play in Orlando, and the Ospreys you work for. So yeah.
We think we might have it.
All right. Well, let's see there. What do we have? We have the Icemen currently, the Lizard Kings. That's correct. The Barracudas. That's correct. No arrows. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Are you sure? Can we get the same judge that got the other answer fixed? What were the other 3?
The Jacksonville Bullets played professional hockey here. Oh gosh, who was the one way? I'm going to cheat. The Jacksonville Rockets is who I was thinking of, and then the Barons were way back. If you go back to 64, but the Bullets on down, if you put Bullets, Barracudas, Lizard King, and Iceman, those are all since like 95, so relatively recent. What? Nonetheless, $9.99, a very, very good
So they
bet.
get to go boating without me.
Yeah, it's a tie. No one got it, so there is no vote. Right. You have
I
to
thought
answer.
the challengers got the tie.
We didn't get it
It's
right.
the carefree question, but it has to be correct. It can't be correct. So it is the Brains who bounced back from a 2-game losing streak. They finished with 601 points. The challengers from UNF, thanks so much, guys, for playing.
Do what we
We
do.
appreciate it. And also, want to remind you guys that in addition, picking up a victory today, also a $1,000 charitable donation, courtesy our friends at Human. And I know that you were playing today for the MS Society, so I know we appreciate that as well.
Dwight Cooper with Human is obviously very, very connected to us, and it's great for the community.
Yeah.
And started out his career as an assistant at the University of North Florida.
Well, there you go.
How about that?
You know what's great to end a trivia show? To pick up a piece of trivia. I like it. Very good.
And win.
That's going to do it for this edition of Beat the Brains. Hope you had as much fun as we did. We'll see you next week, same time. Congratulations to the Brains. We'll see next week if anyone can beat the Brains.
Beat the Brains has been brought to you by Best Bet, featuring poker simulcast and racing in Jacksonville and Orange Park. And by the Murray Automotive Superstores in Stark and Kingsland, Georgia. Jumpin' Jack's House of Food, your favorite neighborhood eating spot, and the Carefree Boat Club. Boating without owning. It's about time.